What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? This is just for us now.
Hey guys, it's Sam. So yes, this is the video you guys have all been waiting for. I am going to be reviewing the lyrics to Louis' new album, Walls. So Louis' album came out last night, I think at midnight. Yes, I was still awake. I have a job where I have to wake up really early in the morning for, but I didn't care because, Louis. And the only reason why I preface that I've already listened to the album is because I can't do a genuine reaction video if I've already listened to the album. So that's why today's video, I'm not going to be reacting to the songs themselves. YouTube doesn't like when you play artist songs because copyright. I don't deserve to be copyrighted. So that's why we're just gonna play it safe and analyze Louis' lyrics today. So let's get into the video. Okay, so quick disclaimer, I'm not going to be reviewing the first few songs on Louis' album because those songs already came out a few months ago. We already know them, we've listened to them a ton, and I think we've already had time to analyze those lyrics. So I kind of wanted to delve into the new songs from Louis' album that just came out. I know Louis Tomlinson already came out with a track-by-track commentary about his album, so he basically already gave us the behind-the-scenes rundown about what the song's about, what it meant to him. But regardless of that, I'm gonna be doing my own. This song is not heavily produced at all. It's a very simple song. A lot of Louis songs on the album are actually acoustic. There's only a few that are more like faster paced or pop sounding, but a lot more of them are like slower ballads. But Too Young is especially one of those that is way softer, but still very like a happy tune. So it's not sad or anything or somber. And I also love this song because Louis hits a little bit of the falsetto. He hits those high notes in some of the verses. And we've never really heard Louis use that upper register of his before, like those really softer high notes. So the intro lyrics say, "We were too young to know we had everything. Too young. I wish I could have seen it all along. I'm sorry that I hurt you, darling. No. Oh, we were too young." Verse 1, "I've been looking back a lot lately. Me and you is all I've ever known. It's hard to think you could ever hate me, but everything's feeling different now." Now guys, I know this is an expected thing for me to say, but honestly, the first time I heard the song, I thought that it was a Larry song because just the entire song sounded like Louis was speaking about like his younger times with Harry, like when he met him. But when Louis was discussing this track on his commentary track, he mentions the word girl and girlfriend and stuff like that. So clearly Louis is trying to play it like, you know, he's talking about Eleanor. Speaking of Eleanor, none of these songs even sound like they're about her. Louis says, "Oh, I can't believe I gave into the pressure when they said a love like this would never last. So I cut you off because I didn't know no better. Now I realize, yeah, I realize." So that's another verse where I thought it related to Larry because there was a big time period where Louis and Harry weren't hanging out at all. They looked very distant. So you would think that that would kind of relate to that situation. And honestly, this song's so simple, it actually just repeats the chorus again. This song was another one of my favorites just because of the overall melody, the tune. I really enjoy the chorus. Like the first time I heard it, I automatically added it to my playlist. I don't know about you guys, but when I really like a song, I can't explain why I like it. For instance, with this song, it's just a mixture between Louis' amazing vocals. Like he's really getting up there. He's really improved himself with his singing. The instrumentation as well in the song, it fits his voice perfectly. The lyrics just fit. Everything about the song is just very enjoyable to listen to. Like, I don't know what else to say about it. It says, "I always said that I mess up eventually. I told you that, so what did you expect from me? It shouldn't come as no surprise anymore. I know you said that you'd give me another chance, but you and I knew the truth of it in advance, that mentally you were already out the door." Because I listened to the commentary, this song is actually about Louis really not feeling into his job. Louis discussed how in the beginning of his career, well, his solo career, he wasn't really identifying with the music that he was making. It was more like electronic pop, more EDM based. And I always thought that Louis enjoyed that music, you know, maybe he likes listening to it. We can tell now that within Louis' music, he likes more of that Oasis / Green Day sort of sound, or maybe just more of that acoustic guitar kind of sound. So at first when I heard this song, I thought it was strictly just a love song, or maybe some hardships as well in the verses. I didn't know it was actually about Louis' discomfort with his solo career in the beginning. Like, I would have never tied it to that, but now knowing that, it actually makes sense with the first verse. With the pre-chorus, it says, "Never thought that giving up would be so hard, but God, I'm missing you in your addictive heart." So like I said before, not only is it about Louis' career and wanting to change it, but it's also a love song as well. In the chorus, it says, "You're the habit that I can't break. You're the feeling I can't put down. You're the shiver that I can't shake. You're the habit that I can't break. You're the high that I need right now. You're the habit that I can't break." Honestly, in Louis' language, this chorus was smashing. Verse 2, "I took some time because I've ran out of energy of playing someone I heard I'm supposed to be. But honestly, I don't have to choose anymore. And it's been ages, different stages. Come so far from Princess Park. I'll always need you in front of me, in front of me." Now, in my opinion, I feel like verse 2 is way more powerful than the rest of the song. Like, don't get me wrong, the chorus is just as important, but just reading verse 2, like, "I've been playing someone I heard I'm supposed to be." Now, I know that sounds like a lyric where it might relate to someone's sexuality, but again, this lyric relates more to Louis' music and his solo career in the beginning. So overall, this song was a nice, chill tune. This is something that I could honestly listen to over and over. So if you guys listen to Louis' commentary, he actually said that this was one of the songs he was going to cut from the album because he made like tops 18 to 20 songs, and when you make an album, you have to like cut it down to like 10 to 12 songs. So he really had to pick between all the songs, which are all great. But the reason why he kept Always You on the album is because he put a little teaser out on his Instagram story exactly a year ago. So he felt like he owed it to the fans to put it on the album because he already teased it. He felt like it would be a little bit of a disappointment to the fans if he didn't share it, because he mentioned that some of us already felt a connection to the song. So I mean, come on, this is just the definition of an idol. Someone who keeps a song they're kind of iffy about on an album because the fans like it. So starting off with verse 1, "I went to Amsterdam without you, and all I could do was think about you. And oh, I should have known. I went to Tokyo to let it go. Drink after drink, but I still felt alone. I should have known." Now again, this is another song where some people would compare it to Larry. I feel like a lot of songs could be compared to Larry if you really think about it. Some could be a bit of a reach. It's funny, I saw a post about if Eleanor was listening to the album. It's like, "Louis, I went to Amsterdam with you. Why are you saying you went without me?" In the pre-chorus, "I went to so many places looking for you in the faces. I can feel it. Oh, I can feel it. I'm wasting my time when it was always you, chasing the high, but it was always you. Should have never let you go. Should have never let you go. Go, my baby, go. Oh, oh, oh." So yeah, look, I'm not an Eleanor shipper whatsoever, but I can see how this could be related to that because Louis known Eleanor since like what, 2011, 2012, and then he went through like not seeing her and then being around other women or whatever, and then Eleanor comes back in the picture like years later. So I can see how that paragraph could relate to that. Verse 2, "I went from LAX to Heathrow, walked through my door, but it felt nothing like home, 'cause you're not home, waiting to wrap your legs around me. And I know you hate to smoke without me." Watch Eleanor be like, "I don't even smoke. Who are you talking about?" So yeah, clearly this is a love song. He's saying, oh, this whole time it was always you. I was chasing these other things that I thought would make me happy, but in the end, it was always you. Hence the title. This wasn't one of my favorites on the album. I can't really pick a particular reason why it wasn't one of my favorites. I just think that Louis has improved so much with his talent and his songwriting that in comparison, his other songs sound so much better. I think that's why Louis was a little bit iffy about Always You, but like I said, he put it on there because of the fans. I'm not saying the song Always You is bad. I actually really like the tune of it, but I'm just saying in comparison, I think the other songs outshine it. This is actually at the top of my list for one of my favorites. Like, honestly, guys, I don't think I could place any song at number 1 because I don't really think that's fair to the other songs on the album. So I don't really have like a number 1 pick, but I definitely know that the song Fearless is at the top of my list. So Fearless is one of those songs where I really appreciated it because of Louis' vocals. Like, I think that was the top reason why I liked it, because once you get to the chorus, bam, Louis starts off with that beginning high note. It's so crisp, so clear, so full of emotion and energy. Like, I'm sure he could hit that live too, obviously. Louis has improved so much, not only with the songwriting, but his vocals as well. Like, there's no like auto-tune shit. Like, obviously every artist puts a little reverb or whatever on their voice, like maybe some layering, but Louis sounds very similar live to his studio version. And also in the song, Louis hits some falsetto notes as well. Like, he actually gets up there and it sounds very pretty. He doesn't do it that often. We haven't heard it in his other songs, at least in the past we haven't. So it's really nice to hear more of that raw, organic sound from Louis. It's nice to see what he's capable of. Okay, so the first verse says, "Cash in your weekend treasures, for a suit and tie, a second wife. Now, I'm not saying that you could have done better. Just remember that I've seen that fire alight." So when I first was listening to this verse, I didn't know who Louis was talking to. I am pretty sure he's talking to himself or talking about himself, because then we get to the chorus and he's like, do you still remember feeling young? So I think he's really talking about like himself, like, you know, through the fame and just his life, it gets very busy and you almost can't believe that 10 years has actually gone by. So Louis kind of feeling a lot of nostalgia with this song. Tell me the truth, tell me, do you still remember feeling young and strong enough to get it wrong in front of all these people? Just for tonight, look inside and spark that memory of you, strong enough to get it wrong in front of all these people. Now, those are the lyrics I really liked. I like when Louis says strong enough to get it wrong in front of all these people. And he even repeats that twice. Like Louis said, he was going to be a lot more honest on this album, and he shows a lot of honesty and genuality in this song, as well as the song Defenceless, which we will get to. But you can tell that along these past 2 years, Louis has gotten a lot more insightful about himself, and there's a lot of reflecting going on. Verse 2 says, "Now if happiness is always measured by the life you design, that car on the drive, then you should feel better than ever. But you know as well as I, it's all lies." I don't know about you guys, but I love the songwriting on that verse. It almost sounds like a quote or something that someone would put on their wall or something. But I like the verse because Louis is trying to say like, okay, well, if happiness is measured by how you live your life or like the car you drive or whatever, you think that would bring you happiness or make you feel better. But he's saying that's all lies. Like, you know, it's like all materialistic stuff. Or at least that's my interpretation of it. And then blah, blah, blah. Do you still remember feeling young? So that's the main premise of the song, just nostalgia. Oh my god, now I'm feeling nostalgia. One Direction's second album, Live While We're Young, that's what that just reminded me of. This song was another simple song. There wasn't too much to the production process, pretty simple. And I think they made it that way intentionally because the lyrics are just so cute and lighthearted. Louis also compared these lyrics to like a One Direction type song. And maybe it's because One Direction came out with a song, Perfect, so makes sense. These lyrics do sound like something One Direction would write. The beginning of the song almost reminds me of the song Little Things as well, like basically telling the girl like, hey, I know you have these insecurities, but you're still beautiful to me, or in this case, you're perfect. So verse 1 says, "You say to me your jeans don't fit, you don't feel pretty, and it's hard to miss. I wish that you could see my point of view as someone staring back at you. On Friday night when we're all out, I turn to you and you're looking down, and you don't want to dance. I know you love to dance, you never stop giving half the chance." So yeah, some people could say that this song could be about a guy, or specifically Harry, but others would say, well, Louis called the person pretty and it sounds more directed towards a woman. This song does sound like it would be about Louis' girlfriend or whatever. But honestly, come on, Harry Styles is pretty and he wears skinny jeans, so think about it. Like sometimes Harry might not feel like he can fit into his jeans. Just saying. The pre-chorus goes, "Just keep your head up, love, keep your head up, don't hide away, don't ever change, keep your head up, love, keep your head up, don't look away, don't look away." So this song is really good. It's basically like giving giving your girl confidence. Like, hey, you have nothing to be insecure about. Keep your head up. Wow, I'm so good at analyzing. The chorus, because everybody's looking at you now. My, oh my. I guess some queens don't need a crown. And I know why. Even when your tears are falling down, still somehow you're perfect now. So, yes, these lyrics are cheesy, but in a good way. Like, not too boy band cheesy. I actually think they're really cute and really sweet. But I think it's good to have a balance on an album. You know, have some serious songs, some angsty songs, some fun songs, some cheesy songs, blah, blah, blah. Louis even said in his commentary that he wanted a little bit of a balance on the album, which is good. Not all fans are gonna like the same thing. So if you kind of put more variety on your album, you're gonna get more sales. Not that it's all about money for Louis, but it works. I also love the line, I guess some queens don't need a crown. Like, it's nothing new, nothing iconic, but I just love Louis saying the word queens don't need a crown. Like, it sounds very drag queen. Like, I want Louis to reference himself, though. Like, this queen don't need a crown. Like, I want him to say that live. Verse 2, you never do, but if you ask me to, I'll tell the truth lying next to you, because you're the only one when it's said and done. You make me feel like being someone good to you. Even at your worst, you steal the scene and it's unrehearsed. Don't you want to dance? Just a little dance? I'll never stop giving half the chance. And then the bridge, every insecurity like a neon sign as bright as day. If you knew what you were to me, you would never try to hide away. So yes, all around the song is very cute. I do like it. I would say it is more towards the top of my list, but it's not above a couple other songs on the album. So I wouldn't place it directly at the top, but it's still a good song. Now, right off the bat, I'm just gonna say it here. This song is probably way at the top of my list. I love this song. I'm sure I'm not the only one with that opinion. Louis said that this song was definitely a fan favorite. This song is a little more involved in production than, let's say, the other soft acoustic songs. There's definitely more layering to the vocals, more background vocals, you know, like the oohs, the ahs, whatever. It's very danceable. And again, this is a song that you could probably listen to over and over in just one day. Or maybe that's just me, but I love this song. Love the melody. Verse 1 says, I come running to you like a moth into a flame. You tell me take it easy, but it's easier to say. Wish I didn't need so much of you. I hate to say, but I do. We're sleeping on our problems like we'll solve them in our dreams. We wake up early morning and they're still under the sheets. I'm lost in my head. I'm spinning again, trying to find what to say to you. So what's funny about this song is the whole juxtaposition of it. The song itself in the instrumentation sounds very upbeat, very happy. But when you listen to the lyrics, there's kind of like a sense of pain to it, like he's defenseless. Like these lyrics are very personal to Louis. And Louis also said this was one of the main songs where he showed a lot of honesty. So he said he really opened up a lot in this song. Been up all night running all my lines, but it's only the truth. Been up all night, not sure how to say this right, got so much to lose. Never been so defenseless, never been so defenseless. You just keep on building up your fences, but I've never been so defenseless. And then I love when the oohs come in, it just fits so perfectly. Verse 2 says, no, you don't have to keep on being strong for me, and you acting like you feel no pain. You know I know you do, and I can't get inside when you're lost in your pride, but you don't have a thing to prove. I don't know what it is, but Louis' verse 2s always sound a lot more powerful than his verse 1s, which makes sense because like when you're starting a song, you want to start it like here because you're just opening up the song, and then bam, the lyrics hit you like a train. The bridge says, I hope that I'm not asking too much, just want to be loved by you, don't you be so defensive, and I'm too tired to be tough, just want to be loved by you. So Louis sounds very emotionally and mentally fatigued in this song, just based on the lyrics. He's like, just love me. And I'm like, yes, Louis, I will. What I just love about Louis' songs in general is like, he's not just singing them. There's a lot of emotion behind his voice. Like you can almost feel his pain when he sings, or feel whatever emotion he's trying to portray through those lyrics, which actually I think that's how it's supposed to be through music. Stereotypically, there's a lot of pop music out there. It's so synthesized. There's so many like effects on the voice and it sounds so bubblegum that you can't really identify with that feeling anymore, or you don't have that connection with you and the artist anymore. Not saying that's for every pop song, but I feel like you know you're a good artist or songwriter when your fans are connecting with your music. And Louis said that's what hit him the most when fans would tell him that they related and connected so much to the emotion behind the lyrics. And that's really powerful. Now, Louis describes this one as a little bit more non-conventional. He said this isn't like a typical pop song in the way that it's formulated. You know, usually in a song they repeat the chorus twice, but this is actually a shorter duration of a song. The chorus only repeats once, but I actually enjoyed it. I think it's the perfect length. I also love the effect on the voice. It almost sounds like it's not full HD quality, but that's intentional. I think it sounds more grungy or rugged, if that's a good word for it. He says, "Poor mercy, mercy on me, set fire to history. I'm breaking my own rules. I'm crying like a fool. Tall stories on the page, short glories on the faint. I've been close enough to touch, but I never cared for love." I also think that these lyrics are more poetic and powerful than maybe some of the other songs. And I don't know how to describe that in a way where it doesn't sound like it has a double meaning or condescending in any way. It's a church of burnt romances, and I'm too far gone to pray. It's a solo song, and it's only for the brave. If the truth tell, darling, you'd feel like there ain't enough dying stars in your sky. It's a tall tale, and it's only hello, hello, no goodbye. So see what I'm saying? It's more poetic, just like the language and words he's using. Then verse 2, "Poor mercy, mercy on me. I'll fall upon my knees, and they'll say, I told you so. Come on, when you know, you know. All the lonely shadow dances from the cradle to the grave. It's a solo song, and it's only for the brave." Wow. Bravo. So yeah, that was Walls. That was Louis' new album. Gosh, this video would have been so long if I went through all the songs, so I'm glad I only reviewed the new ones. I think this video was really fun, so tell me your thoughts down below. What did you think about Louis' album? Do you have your own analysis of the lyrics or just the song itself? And also, are any of you seeing Louis live? I'm seeing him in July, so I can't wait to hear all these songs live. And like always, I make a new video whenever I want, so like and subscribe. All my social media is down in the description, and I will see you guys later. Bye.